And welcome once again to another episode of Stu Him Productions Presents.
J&M Solve the World. I am James.
And I am Matt. And tonight, we have decided that, you know what? We want to sit down because we're going to have a pretty decent discussion. So, what better way to do it than in the J&M Bar and Lounge? Tonight we want to talk about. We're not talking.
We're not talking politics,
No.
but we're going to talk about free speech
Yes.
in the events of the last 5 or 6 years, probably, especially
Yes.
since the pandemic.
The renaming of military installations because the original names were named after Confederate generals. There was the big thing with that. And then
you had the cancellation of, like, Uncle Ben's.
Uncle Ben was taken off of the package of rice. Aunt Jemima was taken off of the syrup.
Land O'Lakes. Native
The
American.
squaw was taken off of the Land O'Lakes. And the joke there is, wouldn't you know it, the white man gets rid of the Indians but keeps the land.
And then you had the whole deal during the pandemic when different podcasters and stuff that were saying stuff about the lab leak and everything, and all of a sudden their shit got pulled down.
Right.
Or they were banned off of Twitter or whatever. But then now the people on the side that were saying that was all bullshit and saying free speech is everything are now canceling people.
Yeah, it's
with not so much the same way, but because of these big companies that own these television networks and everything that are wanting to do these big mergers. And they need FCC approval.
Right.
And if something's pissing somebody off, then they say, well, we're not gonna approve your deal.
Right.
And then their show gets pulled.
Right. It's become like
it's hard not to be political about this.
Right. But it's come down to you can have free speech
as long as we agree with it.
Until you hurt my feelings.
Exactly.
Then you're just spewing hate.
Right.
Regardless of whether you have facts or not.
Right. He just hammers me all the time.
Yeah.
Even though I remember him hammering the other guy too. Especially when he fell up the steps.
There's the Army installation renaming. Okay, I get it. Fort Bragg, Fort Hood, they were, actually, I don't think Hood was part of that, but I know Bragg was, and with Bragg, it was originally named after a Confederate general, and then it got like...
It was in the South.
Right. North Carolina.
Right.
And then it was like Fort Freedom or some stupid shit. And then they renamed it, renamed it back to Bragg because they The new name is for a PFC that was part of the 82nd Airborne that paid the ultimate price during the global war on terrorism.
Right.
Benning, Fort Benning was another one because it was in Georgia, Fort Benning, Georgia. It was named after a Confederate general, and they named it some weird shit. And then somebody decided, this is stupid. So they start looking up and searching, and there was a paratrooper named Benning who died in one of the wars, conflicts, whatever. And everybody that goes through airborne school, regardless of what branch, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, they all go through Fort Benning, Georgia. So you find any paratrooper with the last name of Benning that paid the ultimate sacrifice, boom,
Yeah.
they got their name back. What really surprised me is there was none of that shit about Fort Campbell. Because Fort Campbell is in the South. As a matter of fact, it sits further south than Fort Bragg.
Which Confederate general was Campbell named after, though?
It's not.
Okay.
It's named after General William C. Lee. Oh, God. I'm some of my 101st brethren and sisters are gonna hate me for this, but General William C. Lee was the first commander of the 101st Airborne Division, I believe. The Screaming Eagle patch was taken from the heritage of the 101 National Guard or something like that from Minnesota. Called and their eagle, they used to carry an eagle into battle, was named Old Abe.
But that wasn't named after a Confederate general.
No.
So, I mean, that was the cancel culture we had back in the early 20s.
Yes. 2020s, not 1920s.
Not 1920s. I wish it was the 1920s.
No.
Oh,
No.
I do. The Roaring 20s? The Flappers, the fucking... I mean, it was the 80s before the 80s.
Right,
In
but...
the Roaring 20s. And then in 1929, when the stock market crashed, then the Great Depression happened. But the 20s was a fucking party.
Until Prohibition.
No, even during Prohibition, them motherfuckers were partying.
Yeah.
You know, they...
Sugar Rays.
The speakeasies and...
Sugar Rays.
The J&M bar and lounges of the day.
Hell yeah.
You know? But yeah, it's getting weird. It's getting weird.
I disagreed with that whole cancel culture.
Yeah, I do too.
When it came down to the removing and destroying the Confederate statues. Removing, yes, I agree.
Okay. Can't remember the term I'm trying to say, but an argument to that was a lot of the Confederate statues and everything weren't erected in the 1860s.
No, it was during the Jim Crow.
Jim Crow.
Right.
And I can understand there being some harsh feelings about that because Jim Crow policies were fucked
Very
up.
right. The removal, yes. The destruction, no.
Mm.
You take a national park or something that already belongs to the federal government,
Mm-hmm.
and you make that the National Civil War Museum,
Mm-hmm.
and you bring all of those statues and you have them in one spot. I hate to use
Teach history.
exactly. I
Teach
hate
fucking history.
to use the Soviet Union
Hmm.
as a lesson, but after Lenin died, all the Lenin statues were brought to Moscow, and they're all together
Mm-hmm.
in the which is now known as
When,
the Lenin Garden, I believe it
when
is.
Leningrad became Stalingrad.
Yes. But the Soviet Union, dictatorship, communism, whatever, they didn't, and I'm not saying communism or anything is the right of way, because fuck commies, fascists, socialists, whatever. But they didn't try to erase their history, which is what I believe cancel culture is trying to do, is erase history.
Mm.
The moment you erase history, you're doomed to repeat it.
Well, we have proven in our lifetimes that we keep repeating fucking history. I mean, Herbie was telling me he was watching a newscast.
Mm-hmm.
And it was from Afghanistan or Iraq or whatever, one of them deals.
Yeah.
And there was a woman approaching one of our bases,
Yep.
and he's sitting there going, "Shoot the motherfucker."
Mm-hmm.
And they didn't.
Mm-hmm.
And she walked up close enough and blew herself up and killed 5 or 6 of our guys.
Yep.
He's like, "We have not learned nothing from Vietnam."
What that is, now, those of us on the ground.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I understand all that. But it's like, that shit happened to Vietnam.
Right.
We did not learn nothing from Vietnam.
Well, and that's the thing.
You don't fucking trust them.
The people that are safe in their ivory tower, if you will, those are the ones that are making the rules of engagement. Those are the ones that are giving the blessing on certain things. And then,
I mean, the last thing anybody, not everybody, but most Americans wants to do is shoot a fucking woman.
right.
But their culture, they don't care.
No.
And we've been experiencing that since our war with Japan.
Mm-hmm.
And then Korea, and then Vietnam, and then the war on terror.
Yes.
They send their women in to kill us. Dad said he was in Germany. I don't remember the town, but they'd rolled into this town because Dad was part of the 5th Armored Division.
Mm-hmm.
They rolled into this town, and he was out front walking, and this woman came walking out.
Yep.
Blonde-haired, blue-eyed, German woman. She came walking up, and he got like 6-8 feet from her, and she pulled up a gun. He said, "If that'd have been a guy, I'd have shot her. Shot him right on the spot."
Yeah.
but he said I didn't. And then
Mhm.
she turned it over and handed it to me.
Yeah.
That was a little different.
Yes.
When you're fighting Europeans, there was kind of a code of honor
Mm-hmm.
that we do not have.
Now.
That we do not have. Well, yeah, now, period.
Right.
I mean, hell, they used to stop for tea during World War One.
Yes.
You know.
The armistice of Christmas Day.
Yeah.
And there was 100% ceasefire, and the Allies and the Axis came out onto the battlefield and exchanged gifts on Christmas Day. But at the same time, you know, World War One, World War Two, you didn't shoot medical personnel.
Mm-mm.
Because
That's why you got that big red X on your fucking tents and shit.
yeah,
Because that's a MASH unit or whatever.
right. And what was that movie? Dunkirk or something like that. I can't remember. But the medic was a conscientious objector. Yeah, something like that.
No, the Mel Gibson movie?
No, not We Were Soldiers.
No.
Oh.
The newest one.
Oh.
Where he brings the guys off the hill and brings them down.
Yeah.
God damn it, what was the name of that movie?
He didn't carry a weapon.
No.
And
he got his ass beat and shit
right.
through training and stuff.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm not. But he was a medic. Yeah.
Yes.
Hacksaw Ridge.
Yes. Okay.
Hacksaw Ridge.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then even in like Flags of Our Fathers, Doc Bradley, you know, he didn't carry a rifle.
Mm-hmm.
He was a fucking Navy corpsman. He had a sidearm, but his number one job was keeping his Marines alive.
So we're getting away from free speech.
Yes. Okay. There are certain times to exercise free speech, and there are certain times not to. Or certain times that you can't. During the Clinton administration and GW, we had the policy don't ask, don't tell. So military members that were part of the LGBTQ plus community could not openly be a part of that community. And still, I mean, even to this day, after Don't Ask, Don't Tell was repealed, you still can't do it. And you've got some people that are complaining about it.
You can't openly be gay in the military now?
You can, but you can't march. You can't be, flamboyant or be outward that way.
You got to be to military regs.
Yes, you have to adhere to military standards.
But you can say, hey, I'm a gay dude.
Yep.
If we go to Bangkok, I'm having a good time.
Right. But in military balls, this is my wife, this is my husband, same sex, whatever. Okay.
But you gotta be dressed in the proper military garb.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because you signed a contract.
Right. That's not, I mean, to me, that's not an overreach, but
right. But you've got certain people in Congress that is trying to use the military as a social experiment.
Mm.
But the military is not like, you're not guaranteed to serve in the military
Right.
because there are standards. And yes, during the 20 years we were in Afghanistan and in Iraq, and we had both of those theaters going at the same time. Yes, there was a big push. There were waivers out the ass, but if you were not mentally
Mm.
able to do it,
Mm.
there's nothing they could do for you.
Right.
You didn't have a high school diploma.
Well,
We got a waiver for that. We'll help you get one.
that's the whole basics of basic training.
Yep.
Is they're gonna put you through some shit and find out
Right.
whether you're physically and mentally able to endure basic training.
Right.
And then if you want to go on and become a Navy SEAL or an Army Ranger
Right.
or whatever,
Special Forces, Marine Raider.
they're going to put you through some more shit
Right.
that's more mental.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's physical fuck,
Yes.
but it's mentally going to fuck you up.
Right.
If you ain't mentally strong enough, you ain't going to make it.
Right. You know, Buds, Ranger School, those are, you're an individual,
Mm-hmm.
but it's team building.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas,
Yeah, you're holding that canoe out there in fucking San Diego in
Right.
58-degree water,
yes.
and you're the one that falls out.
Yep.
Yep.
Um,
It's a team. You got to
right.
keep that fucking canoe up above your fucking head.
Whereas selection, Special Forces selection is individual. It's based on the individual, and they do a huge psychological.
Is that where they get the Rambos?
Yeah, but it's more of a small unit tactics,
Right.
where like Ranger School is aimed at like your platoon or your squad.
Mm-hmm.
Special Forces is aimed at the like one or two guy small teams. And once you get out of
SEAL's
Buds,
kind of that way, isn't it?
well, in SEAL training, once you get out of Buds and you actually become a SEAL, then you move on to your next training, and that's when
That's the 4 or 5 guy
yeah,
assault.
yep. And then
Yep.
when you get down to a team, that's when you get your like your 4-man fire team, if you will,
Mhm.
and you start on the aspects there. Because and that's the thing is, you'll run into a lot of people to claim to be, oh yeah, I was a Navy SEAL, or yeah, I was an Army Ranger. There's a database that is it's on a computer now. It's on microfiche, but it's also handwritten down. You can hack a system and change a computer.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't changing handwritten stuff.
Right.
Example, when we went to Afghanistan the first time, we had a cook. He came back into the army as a cook because it was the only thing available for him. But he claimed he was a ranger in Somalia during the whole Black Hawk Down situation.
Mm.
Ranger tabbed, airborne, yada yada.
Right.
Our
Turns out-
infantry company, the 2 platoon sergeants, the 6 squad leaders were all either at Ranger Regiment, serving in the regiment, or they were Ranger instructors.
Mm.
So they knew people at the schoolhouse that could look a dude up. Yeah.
Kind of a familiar story.
Okay.
I'm not gonna name any names or
Mm-hmm.
anything,
Yeah.
but a guy I know who was in Southeast Asia
Okay.
during the Vietnam conflict.
Okay.
Later on in years, got a job at the Nevada test site,
Okay.
which undisclosed location. Blah
Yep.
blah blah blah. Met a guy who claimed that he was, oh yeah, I was there too. I was in Punang and the Poontang Valley and whatever. Yeah,
Yeah.
the Poontang Valley. You know.
Oh, yeah.
You've been to the Poontang Valley, haven't you?
Plenty of times. I got nightmares of some of my time in the Poontang Valley,
Yeah.
and then I got
Some
dreams that I relive a lot.
times. Yeah. But anyway.
Meanwhile, back at the ranch.
I mean, these guys met at
Yeah.
this test site,
Mm-hmm.
become good friends.
Mm-hmm.
He had a lot of good stories,
Mm-hmm.
and come to find out, he didn't even have a DD-214. He had never been in fucking combat anywhere.
There's
It's like,
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
there's certain things that
He had a good, he had a good, I mean, he was at the test site.
yeah.
He was military,
Okay.
or had been military, or was military at the time, wherever.
Mm-hmm.
And it was of the right age.
Okay.
Me and him ran fucking over
Yeah.
there. Yeah.
Um,
Might have spent all his time in San Diego.
right. As a former active duty Marine, there are certain questions that you can ask somebody that swears that they're a Marine. And you can tell whether they're bullshitting or not. Same thing in the Army. And, you know, I was never officially, like, my name tape never said United States Navy. But I can tell you, like, the boats I was on.
Because you were a Marine at that time, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I'd only served on 3 different boats. But I mean, there's certain questions because you'll always run into people, and you got one side that said, oh, well, it's freedom of speech. But then the other side, and I'm not even going to say the other side, you got some that are saying, oh, well, these guys are freedom of speech. And then you've got all these veterans that are saying, no, that's fucking stolen valor. Because it's one thing to say you did this, that, and the other. It's another thing to benefit off of saying that you did this, that, and the other.
Right.
I've never been to Ranger School. I know plenty of people that have been to Ranger School. I know a couple different people that have been to Special Forces selection. I don't know anybody that's been to Buds. I've watched documentaries. I know a couple guys that went through Force Recon Indoct in the Marine Corps before it became the Marine Raiders, when it was Force Recon. I know people that have talked about doing this, that, and the other. What happened in this school or that school, what happened, yada yada. And I'll repeat those stories, but they're not my stories, and I'm not inserting myself into those stories
Right.
because I was very
It's like,
fortunate.
I knew a guy that talked about
Yes.
blah, 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 blah,
Right.
blah. and this was fucked up. What they had to do to go through the fucking shit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Your grandson
Mhm.
asked me, well, by the time this comes out, we'll say the other night, asked me if I ever killed anybody.
Mhm.
I was very fortunate that I was never in a firefight the whole time I was in the army in Iraq or
You
Afghanistan.
never seen faces.
No. I can't confirm nor deny whether any of the artillery I shot in Afghanistan, or I'm sorry,
Called in.
called in,
Right.
may or may not have killed people. Now, I do know for a fact that my voice, along with two A-10 pilots, may or may not have um, taken care of a couple of terrorists. And that's all I'm going to say. But I was never in a firefight. I never shot my weapon in anger while overseas. I was very fortunate with that. Not saying that I wouldn't. I was prepared to,
Well,
but the
yeah.
opportunity was never there for me.
Right. They weren't coming over the walls.
Right.
Or
Right.
into your camp, or
Yes.
where you like have to lay down fire and
Right.
and
But
then it's like fuck. Now we're down to the pump action.
yeah.
Beep, beep.
You know, but it's the cancel culture has gotten so far out of whack that
Well,
there are
and
some of us.
we're gonna talk about that because
Yes.
what we were talking about earlier was all from one side.
Yes.
If you put anything about lab leak or anything on Twitter or Facebook or whatever
During COVID.
you got fucking
Yeah.
your shit got shut down.
Right. You got put in Facebook jail.
And the
or
other side's like, we need free speech. We need free speech. Now it seems like it's gone the other way. Where if a comedian on a late night talk show talks some shit,
yes.
you get canceled now.
Yeah. All of a sudden.
Because of these big corporations wanting to do these mergers, and they need FCC approval
Right.
to do these mergers. And if somebody says, "Hey, no," because I've been at war with him for the last 16 years,
Right.
it scares me to the point where, I mean, we've had MSNBC, CNN, Fox News, da da da. They're all differing opinions on
Yes.
shit, which I don't like that.
No.
I like report the news. Let me make it a fucking decision.
Right. Report.
Don't be telling me how I should think about the fucking news.
Right. Report the facts,
But
not your fucking opinion.
on that same deal, if I don't like MSNBC or if I don't like Fox, I don't have to fucking watch them.
Right.
If I don't like a late night talk show host, I don't have to fucking watch him.
Right.
Don't mean he can't be out there. You know, my very, what's the word I'm trying to say here? My vitriol for canceling comes from us when they tried to cancel heavy metal.
Right.
And
In
they
the
had the
80s.
old PMRC,
Yep.
the Washington Wives. They were trying to ban all this shit.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, no.
And they
I like
weren't.
this shit.
Yes.
And Dee Snider,
Ted
and
Nugent,
Ted Nugent.
Rob Halford. I mean, they were not expecting the intelligent, articulate individuals.
Was Ted Nugent part of that?
Yes, he was.
Was he?
Because his was very sexual orientated. They were not expecting.
But then they brought in John Denver thinking they had a ringer, and he's like, "Y'all fucked,"
Mm-hmm.
because they tried to ban my song "Rocky Mountain High"
Yep.
because they thought it was a drug reference, and it was just the high I get from being in the Rocky Mountains.
Obviously,
But-
they never heard of Mile High Stadium.
But and then later on, when Don Imus got banned
Yeah.
for making a comment about nappy-headed hoes,
Yep.
it was a college basketball team.
Yep.
And me and my boss were talking about it. He's like, well, I think they should ban like rap music and everything. And I'm like, no.
Right.
I said, I'm not a big fan of rap music. I don't give a fuck that it's out there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have to listen to it.
There it is.
You know,
You don't like it? Don't listen to it. Nobody says that you have to like everything.
right?
And that's
I don't want to be our TV state run.
right. Oh, and see, and here's what a lot of the cancel culture doesn't understand.
It's on both sides now.
We both love heavy metal.
Yep.
I like rap. You don't.
I mean, some songs are cool,
Yeah.
but I'm not a big fan of.
Right.
Yeah.
But does that mean that we can't get along?
Nope.
No. Do we agree 100% on political views? No. But we are both the type of person that I'll listen to this side and this side, and you'll do the same.
If there's something that comes up, and we're kind of on the other side of it, you and I can sit down and have a conversation about it.
Yes.
And-
Whether we're
and-
having
and-
libations or
and-
not.
Or not.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's better if we do, because then we get more there.
Sometimes it's good in the morning over biscuits and gravy.
There you go. But we're not, and we may still not agree, but we understand the other one's point.
Yes. And it's
It's like,
kept civil.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah, it's kept civil.
I get what you're saying. I don't agree with it, but I get what you're saying, because I think it's like this, but okay. Matt, can you help me, like, remove some limbs that I just cut off?
Yeah, sure.
You know?
Right. You know, we're not going to have a disagreement on politics, and then because we're both big supporters of the Second Amendment, we're not going to say, well, fuck your First Amendment, right? I've got the Second Amendment, and
Right.
bang, bang, bang. No.
Yeah.
No. Freedom of speech, freedom of expression. I got it.
I'm not saying that there's not consequences with freedom
Right.
of speech.
Right.
You can't say fire in a fucking theater.
You can't say bomb in an airport.
You know.
Yo, dog,
There's-
that's the bomb, shizzy. What? And then next thing you know, you're laying face down and you got a fucking dog sniffing your ass looking for the fucking plastic
And
explosives.
an M16 in your fucking back of your head.
I don't know what it's
Or-
like to have a dog sniffing the crack of my ass, but I
No,
know somebody
whoa.
that did in Afghanistan.
Well, you can go lay down in the living room. You'll probably have a dog sniffing your ass.
Until I fart.
They're always like, "What's he doing?"
um,
Yeah, but I mean, I don't. Yeah, there's consequences for freedom of
yes,
speech.
but the
Um,
consequences should equal. I mean, if you say something that hurts my feelings, I'm not going to escalate it to the
right,
next level. Ooh, I don't like what you say. Bang bang.
right,
No,
right.
that's not the answer.
Yeah.
Um,
Did you get butt hurt because a comedian said something about you?
don't give that comedian your money.
I mean,
Mike Tyson said it. Everyone's got a plan.
till they get punched in the face.
Exactly. You know, in today's society, you have a lot of keyboard warriors.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's getting their voice out there because we have the World Wide Web. And everybody can get on X and Facebook and Threads and Instagram and TikTok and this and that and the other. And again, I don't like this person. So,
I'm so glad we grew up in the '80s.
oh my god,
There's no video evidence of shit we done.
no. And I still gotta wonder.
There's some Polaroids out there that probably, if I ever tried to run for office, might show up.
You think people still have Polaroids?
Oh yeah. I still got Polaroids, man.
Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out how the fuck the cops didn't
Okay,
realize.
the Kodak 110s.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm still trying to figure out how the cops that beat up Rodney King didn't see the camcorder like across the street because those things were fucking huge. Yeah.
It was like the old wrestling cams at World Class.
Yeah.
Back in the day
Yeah.
when the motherfuckers weighed 75 pounds on their shoulders.
Right. And I'm not making light of the Rodney King beatings.
No. It was
Um,
this guy's had a fucking camcorder.
yeah. I mean that's just the facts that cameras were
Just the facts,
huge.
ma'am.
Okay, Dragnet. Friday.
Cameras were not this
Right.
back then.
No.
This is better video quality than most motion pictures were shot on until late 90s, early 2000s.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this is a better video camera.
Yes.
So
Now, I'll say this that as far as, and I've said this before, as far as the shootings that we have had in our country in the last, we'll say, 10 years.
okay.
That to me tells me that, and this is coming from somebody that was in the industry for a while. We don't have a gun problem.
We have a mental health problem.
Exactly. That stems back to the Reagan era.
Yeah. The defunding of all the mental institutions and stuff.
Exactly.
And I was corrected by, let's just say, a former member of J&M.
Okay.
You know who I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Who had a brother
Mm-hmm.
that was in Nevada.
Okay.
They weren't great. They weren't you know, from his point of view.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, that was his brother.
Yeah.
But I remember growing up as a kid. It's like, you keep acting that way, you're gonna be in Nevada.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, I'm not going to Nevada. But there was mental help,
Yes.
good or bad,
Mm-hmm.
back then. And if you look before Reagan defunded the mental health
Yes.
facilities, how much has school shootings and stuff like that went up?
Right.
It's significant. It's
Mhm.
went up significantly because these people need help.
Yes.
I'm not saying imprison them.
No.
I'm just saying these people need help. However they need to get it, they need help. Because it could be a school shooting, it could be a shooting at fucking Casey's, and we get shot
Mm-hmm.
and not even see it coming.
Right.
If we hear it first, we have a chance to retaliate,
Yes.
because in Missouri we get to do that.
Right.
A
And
lot of others, well, not a
now,
lot. No, there's just a few states that don't allow concealed carry anymore.
yeah. Well, and one of the misconceptions with constitutional carry
Mm-hmm.
is, yes, your state may have constitutional carry, but that means that you open carry your weapon.
Missouri just passed a deal where you can conceal carry now
I don't know.
without a
Permit.
permit.
I don't agree with that.
I don't either.
But
I don't either.
I live in Kansas City and I travel the Kansas, Missouri.
Mm-hmm.
I travel across that state line a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, that's one of the things that's on my list to do now that I am officially a Missouri resident. I am going to get a concealed carry permit.
That way you can travel.
Yes.
Except in Illinois.
And it,
But most other states around here
yes.
observe Missouri's concealed carry permit.
Right. And it's not a conceal and carry permit. No, it's a concealed carry permit. There's no and in there.
Yeah.
Because you can't conceal and carry.
Oh, so you can't conceal and have an open carry too?
Correct.
Okay.
But you know,
Missouri's concealed carry is $50
mm-hmm.
for 5 years.
Yep.
That's $10 a year.
And you definitely, I don't care if you know somebody that can sign off on the paperwork and get your permit. You want to take the class because
Mm-hmm.
that class is going to teach you some of the laws. Because I'm sure
The class
that,
I went through, I got a book of the
Mhm.
laws
right.
that were relevant back then. They change. On the castle law,
Yep.
I think at that point, if you seen somebody trying to like shove a woman into a car in
Mhm.
a parking lot, you could use your right then.
Right.
You know,
You got the castle law, you've got the Brady law, you've got all these different laws that
the
are
castle law consists to your car also.
correct. You've got all these laws that are federal, but then you also have state laws.
Mm-hmm.
And but anyways, I know we're getting off on the Second Amendment, but on the First Amendment, if you don't agree with somebody and you hate them so much that you just want to see them dead, don't fucking do it.
Well, their show canceled.
Because,
mean-
well, with the show cancellation, yeah, you're trying to cancel that one person. You're trying to cancel Joe Bob's fucking late night show or whatever. But what you're doing is you're hurting everybody in the production team, the writing team, the camera
Right.
team, the producers, you're
Right.
you got to look at that.
Yeah.
Somebody's making a speech, and you don't agree with what they say. Don't fucking listen to them.
Hmm.
Because
I've had my far right friends and my far left friends after a State of the Union by one or the other. It's like, say it's the left wing president, whatever's like, I asked my far left friends, did you watch the State of the Union? Oh, yeah, it was great. I asked my far right friend, it's like, did you watch? I ain't watching that fucking shit. Or do an election.
Oh.
The conventions. It's like, did you watch the convention? Oh, I ain't watching that fucking shit. Or I asked my liberal friends, did you watch the Republican convention? Oh, I ain't watching that fucking shit. It's like, why?
Yeah.
Why?
How can you?
I want to watch. I want to watch all of that shit.
So you can make
I can make
intelligent
determination. Is like,
yes,
I may lean one way or the other, but I'm like, persuade me.
Right.
What are you saying that's gonna make me go, well, maybe you
Right.
got a point there.
Right.
Or no, you're as fucked up as I thought you were.
Now, okay.
But I watch.
Yes.
But I watch.
Now, here's an example of not getting the full story before the election. In 1992, the first election I was able to vote in, I voted absentee because I was going to be in boot camp. And I had voted for Bill Clinton because President Clinton had a strong educational plan. And Bush Sr. was aimed more at taxes. Congress will ask me to raise taxes, and I'll say, no, read my lips.
1,000 points I lied.
But then while I was in boot camp, then the whole don't ask, don't tell came around, and I'm like, I was young and dumb, but I'm in boot camp. And there's no bigger, gayer thing. I don't know about now, but between August 18th, 1992 and November 13th, 1992, there was no bigger homosexual erotic fantasy than watching 72 fucking Muldoons butt naked with flip-flops
Showered at the same time.
walking into the showers, walking out. You're trying to get soap and everything, and you are butt naked as you're going into the showers, and you're walking around, and you're coming back out, and you're getting back out online, and then you start getting dressed by the numbers. And I'm going to tell you what, you could not get my eyes to look below somebody's eyeballs. Like right here, eyeballs and nose.
You're like standing there next to Jerome going, how you doing?
Yeah. Oh no, I was facing this way, and I could see this person standing across the squad bay from me, and I'm looking straight in his fucking eyes. If I was Superman, I'd burn fucking holes through his head because I'm like, I ain't looking at another man's junk. Not gonna happen.
You play high school sports.
No, I did. My freshman year, played football.
You locker room?
Yeah. And we had to shower.
Yeah.
But again,
Right.
I kept
Right.
up on the face, you know.
You go, well, I didn't know you weren't circumcised.
Yo, man, I see you got a turtleneck. You got chains too, homie. Joke. I saw wife and husband are sitting on bed, and the husband is just down. He's just like, and the wife says, "Don't worry, honey. It happens to everybody." He's like, "Yeah, but not like this." She's like, "Oh, I'm sure it's okay." It's like, "No." Well, would you like to call? Well, then I'm gonna just be sitting on hold like last time. She's like, "They don't have an answering service at Guinness?" She's like, "No." She's like, "Okay, let's get the 27 Smarties out of your foreskin and let's go get a steak." But anyways, we have gone
I'll save my joke for next one. We'll do a joke at the end of the podcast.
I like it.
I like
it.
I like it.
Give me some of that.
Yeah.
But we have gone through the gambit of freedom of speech.
Stick up for your freedom of speech.
Yes.
Because it's in the Constitution.
And
just like your Second Amendment rights,
your third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, and ninth, and 10th. It's called the Bill of Rights.
Read them. Make sure we're not getting fucked.
Because you can gather peacefully without a permit. But the moment it becomes violent.
Years ago, the Nazi Klan was doing a rally. And people were speaking out against it because they had planned it. It was...
In the United States?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, Nazis weren't going to do shit in Germany since 1945. But no, it was in the United States. It was a neo-Nazi Klan rally.
Okay. Aryan Brotherhood, blah, blah, blah.
Brotherhood, blah, blah. Was going to happen. And people were just fucking shouting it down. Just da, da, da. The ACLU said, no. They have the right to speak.
Yes.
The ACLU.
Yep.
So, there you go.
Right.
It's like everybody's got the right to speak their mind. If you're, I mean, luckily, we're not owned by a network.
No.
We're just us here. We're putting our shit on YouTube, Spotify, and everywhere you can find your fucking favorite podcast.
Now, we do have to listen to the production company.
Well, yeah, he's a bitch.
Well, no, the production company is, I'm not talking the producer and editor. I'm talking the actual company as a whole. They are very, very straightforward.
Have we pissed them off yet?
Not 100%.
We pissed them off a little bit.
Not we, but there has been a few things said that had to be edited out so as not to bring a bad light onto the production company.
Oh,
Yeah.
Florida.
And some here in Missouri. Not necessarily edited out, but the recordings may have gotten lost. I'll send you the memo.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Yep. But
Not a year ago?
something like that.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. But we are 100% behind the freedom of speech.
If you don't like it, change the fucking channel.
Yes. But if you are going to present yourself face to face with a person and you are going to argue that your point is right and their point is wrong, make sure that you are ready to back up what you are saying.
Mm-hmm.
Because this
happens in real life.
Yes.
Not behind the keyboard.
This sometimes you can walk away from. Sometimes you will heal and you will learn a lesson. A pew?
Yeah.
That's too
Not
far.
good.
That's too far.
Yeah.
Just because you don't agree with somebody's point of view or what they're saying doesn't mean that it's the be all end all.
Do you want to end your life, whether it's in a shootout or whatever?
Yes.
You shut somebody up because you're going to get caught.
And actually, all you're going to do,
whether you agree or disagree
with what they say,
just fucking live and let live, people.
And all you're going to do,
to quote the Beatles, live and let live, peace and love.
Yeah. But all you're going to
You disagree. I mean, you can be pissed off about everything. I'm pissed off about everything. But
the orange man made fun of me.
Yeah. I'm not going to go out and, no. You just wake up every morning and do the best you can and make your voice heard. But don't be that person that makes the fucking news.
If you silence a person permanently, you didn't win. You made that person that you silenced a martyr.
Yep. If you notice, we've been skating around being political about this a lot.
Yes.
Because we are not a political podcast.
Nope.
But some things like we just talked about this tonight. We normally talk about if we've got a couple podcasts in the works of what we're gonna do and everything. But this one here is like, we're gonna do tonight. It's like, I don't know, let's do an alcohol review. It's like, let's talk about free speech.
Yep.
let's keep it apolitical. But what's good for the goose is good for the gander. I mean, from both sides.
Yes.
Just because your view is getting slammed by a fucking comedian or a fucking talk show host or an internet provider or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
shut the fuck up. Just keep doing what you do.
Right.
You know, don't get fucking ass hurt about stupid shit.
You know,
It's
we have said it time and time again. Do not take a or make a permanent solution out of a temporary problem. The same could be said.
what's that number?
That number is 988, the National Suicide Hotline. There is someone available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days. But at the same time, if you don't agree with what somebody is saying, taking somebody's life is not the answer. Because you know what? I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna fucking say it. I never watched any of Charlie Kirk's speeches. I didn't even know who he was until it hit the news. But I will say this: his children, they don't deserve to grow up without a father.
Mm-hmm.
His wife, she didn't deserve to bury her husband.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't agree with what he said? Okay. Don't go. Don't listen. You know, one of the most basic fundamentals that we have as human beings, regardless of what type of government you have freedom of choice. You can choose to listen to that. You can choose to watch that.
Mm-hmm. Since you went there,
Yes.
I want to say that Donald Trump missed the boat on that because he went right to, it was the left wing. This was before anybody was caught.
Mm-hmm.
It had to be a left wing guy, so he kept pushing the narrative of division.
Right.
I did not like that. He had a
No.
perfect opportunity
No.
to say, this has got to stop. We got
Right.
to come together as a country.
Right.
But he didn't.
And
that's
this
my political point. I'm gonna
Right.
shut the fuck up.
this and the same thing could be said, and I said this.
And then the far left that was celebrating Charlie Kirk's death, that's fucking wrong too.
That's heinous.
I'm sorry.
When President Obama became part of the Trayvon Martin murder case,
Mm-hmm.
that was the worst thing that he could have done, because it was a local case. The reporters were the ones that hyped it up bigger than what it should have been.
Fake news.
No, I mean
No.
it was
Yeah.
it wasn't fake, but at the same time, you had one side of the narrative painting one picture, you had the other side painting another picture. They tried to do the same thing with George Floyd. But the fact of the matter, and it comes down to this:
The George Floyd thing.
nobody deserves to die that way.
Right. The George Floyd thing, I watched that video.
Mm-hmm.
The guy had his knee on his neck for over
Yes.
9 fucking minutes.
Right.
I don't give a fuck if he was on coke, crack, whatever the fuck. He was handcuffed. He didn't need to be his knee put on his neck for 9 fucking minutes.
Especially when he's
I don't care what kind of resistance he done. He was subdued.
right.
He was fucking subdued.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I was a bouncer for 10 years. Once we had a guy subdued,
Yeah.
we weren't still applying a fucking chokehold on him.
No.
You know?
No.
No. It's
And-
like, once we got him out, it's like, you got to go. And they're like, I ain't fucking going nowhere. I mean, there's one guy. His name was Rowdy. That was his nickname, so I'm not using the name.
Rowdy Piper?
Yeah. Actually, this guy was like way bigger than Roddy Piper. He was like 6'5", about 285 pounds.
Okay.
And it took me and Larry and Dave to drag him outside. We had him on the front porch. I had him in a hammerlock. Larry had him in another hammerlock, trying to break his thumb. And Dave had an Indian deathlock on his legs. And Barbara, Larry's sister, she came out. She says, what do you mean do? He goes, call the cop, because we told him, he's like, you need to go to your fucking car and you need to leave. He's like, I ain't fucking going nowhere. And he said, Barbara, call the cops. Oh, I'll fucking go. I'm on probation. That big motherfucker left pretty fucking quietly after that.
Yep. Yeah.
You know? But I didn't sit there with my knee on his neck for 9 fucking minutes.
Right. You know, the movie Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Craig and his dad, Ice Cube and John Witherspoon.
Right.
His dad has a quote that just fits.
When he had the gun, when Craig had the gun, he's like, boy, all you need is these.
You win some, you lose some, but you live. You live to fight another day.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, I mean, that's one of those things that just, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
you know, anyways.
I guess my take on the whole free speech thing is,
Mm-hmm.
I don't give a fuck what other people are saying.
Right.
In these United States, at this particular time, you have the right to say whatever the fuck you want to say. It don't matter if you're a neo-Nazi, if you're...
Unless, of course, you're being arrested. Then you have the right to remain silent.
Then you have the right to remain silent. Exactly.
I just didn't have the ability.
You have the right to remain silent.
I
They threw me into public.
was getting drunk
In
a
a bar, and they threw me into public. Shout out. Fucking, yeah.
Ron Tater
White,
Salad White. We caught the tater.
You know my son Tater taught. But no, I want to be able to turn on my TV and watch a full show of a guy who's far left.
Yep.
I want to turn on my TV and watch a show of a guy who's totally far right.
Right.
I want that right to contrast and compare.
Right.
See which one is crazier.
Exactly.
You know? And then I want to watch WWE.
Because at least you know those people have each other's back.
Right.
I just want to watch YouTube videos where people restore things, whether it be watches, old school little toy cars,
Oh, there
or
you go.
homes.
That's going to get us on the Rogan podcast.
The toy
See-
cars.
No,
Oh.
the watches and shit, because he loves that shit.
Oh, dude.
Hey, Joe.
I will say this: if you enjoy watching somebody restoring a watch, Red
Redemption.
no, it's I mean
I knew that one.
fuck, I can't even think about it now. But yeah, I mean it is like Red Dead Redemption or something like that. And I know it's not that.
Right.
But there's no talking in it because apparently this person is European and he's got the little bitty finger gloves. He's got all the tools. He does a lot of Rolexes.
Oh, yeah.
And I mean, he takes them apart, sonic clean. If something's supposed to be nickel plated, he will nickel plate it. And I mean, yes, he does a lot of cool stuff. And again, it's one of those podcasts where, or not even podcast, but a restoration video.
Yeah, it's a YouTube video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where there's no talking.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I love it. But anyways,
If you like what we're doing, give us a thumbs up,
give us a thumbs up.
give us a like, give us a follow on YouTube or on Spotify.
Subscribe on YouTube. Like, share, subscribe. Leave us a comment down below. Let us know what your thoughts are on.
Hang on. Our biggest fan.
According to her.
According to her.
Yes.
She works at Cash Savers in Buffalo.
Yes.
We're shouting out to you. Leave us a comment, just a hi, or love you guys, or whatever, just so we know you're watching, sweetheart.
Because a lot of people can say a lot of stuff. We've had people on this podcast that still
Fucking
comment on an episode that they're even on. They'll at least leave us a comment.
Thank you, Dwight.
But
Because he's like, oh, damn, I should have done this better.
yeah, I should have said this.
Yeah.
Um,
But Joe Pesci was off a little bit that night.
ooh,
No, his Joe Pesci's never been off.
it's always good.
Okay.
You have just watched another episode of Stu Him Productions Presents,
J&M, solve the world. I have been James.
and I have been Matt, and we have been recording right here tonight, live in the J&M Bar and Lounge. Get your pull. But until next time, you keep one fist in the gold, one foot in the gutter, and we will be seeing you.
Peace.